Hi everyone, it's Abby. I'm here at the Overnight Warming Centers in Alton with Kristen, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the services that they provide to the community and how we as employees of First of America can get a little bit more involved in what they do here. So Kristen, if you could start off by telling us what kind of services do you provide to the community?
Sure. Well, we're an overnight warming center, so we shelter anywhere between 20 to 25 guests on nights where it is 20 degrees or below. So we're basically an emergency weather shelter for those that are vulnerable to the cold. We also, though, I would say we're a community of people. So we're providing, I guess, relationships.
Yeah.
So not just a place to stay and keep warm for the night, but a place to really get to know one another and be transformed by one another's stories and experiences. A lot of the folks that we see come in here, there might be like socioeconomic barriers in relationship, right? Like a lot of distance, and so connection to services that we don't provide, things like housing and employment.
Okay, awesome. So they really can come here for kind of the basic needs of shelter, warmth, but also you provide them a sense of community, friendship, a place where they can kind of leave their troubles at the door and understand that this is a welcoming and safe environment.
Absolutely.
That's
yes.
really important.
And volunteers, right, receive so much from their lived experience, and I learned so much just personally. And a lot of volunteers also take those relationships, some of them outside of the center too. They might see someone in a coffee shop, or I wouldn't necessarily say this is everybody, but one of my friends from the center actually attended my baby shower this past year. So yeah, it's deep relationship is also a goal, and it's something that happens here too.
That's amazing. And how can our employees get more involved with your organization?
So you can volunteer. We are always looking for more volunteers. We have 3 teams that rotate, and the volunteer shifts are pretty short. They're about 3 hours when we activate. And those 3 teams, like I said, rotate, and we've kind of hit like a plateau in volunteers. And what we would be able to do if we had more volunteers and we could create more teams is we could lighten the load on those other teams, but we also could expand the amount of times we're open. So we could raise that threshold of 20 degrees to maybe like 25 degrees or 32 degrees, because that's really cold too.
Right.
So yeah, volunteering on site is a great way to get involved. They can fill out an application we have on our Facebook, and there's a few other ways off-site to get involved there if you're into storytelling or developing organizations. Also, some people just run and get supplies when they're needed and things like that. So yeah, those are some ways to volunteer.
So I think what the main, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, what the main source of, or the main bulk of volunteers do is called the hospitality team. Can you talk to me a little bit about what the hospitality team does?
Yeah, so the hospitality team is the team that welcomes folks in when they come, and you're going to sit down and serve a meal with people. We have like board games, so you can play board games with folks, they really like that, and just have conversation.
So really building those
relationships. That's really the relationship building time of the night.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much for letting us be here.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, Overnight Warming Centers was the recipient of the January See You in the Community, and we're very happy to support such a fantastic organization in the Alton community. And we really thank you for all the important work that you're doing, because it is vital to our community. So thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty guys, if you have more questions or more information about the Overnight Warming Centers, we'll link the application to the volunteerism form below. But as always, you can reach out to me if you have any questions about anything. Thank you so much. Have a good one.